Again at 8 o'clock, when the dark lanes of the 40s were 5 deep. With throbbing taxicabs, bound for the theater district. I felt a sinking in my heart. Forms leaned together in the taxis as they waited, and voices sang. And there was laughter from unheard jokes, and lighted cigarettes. Outlined unintelligible gestures inside, imagining that I, too, was hurrying toward gaiety and sharing their intimate excitement. I wished them well. For a while I lost sight of Jordan Baker, and then in midsummer I found her again. At first I was flattered to go places with her because she was a golf champion. And everyone knew her name. Then it was something more. I wasn't actually in love, but I felt a sort of tender curiosity. The bored, haughty face that she turned to the world concealed something most affectations conceal something eventually. Even though they don't in the beginning, and one day I found what it was. When we were on a house party together up in Warwick. She left a borrowed car out in the rain with the top down, and then lied about it, and suddenly I remembered the story about her that had eluded me that night at Daisy's. At her first big golf tournament. There was a row that nearly reached the newspapers, a suggestion that she had moved her ball from a bad lie in the semifinal round. The thing approached the proportions of a scandal, then died away. A caddy retracted his statement. And the only other witness admitted that he might have been mistaken. The incident and the name had remained together in my mind. Jordan Baker instinctively avoided clever, shrewd men. And now I saw that this was because she felt safer on a plane, where any divergence from a code would be thought impossible. She was incurably dishonest. She wasn't able to endure being at a disadvantage, and given this unwillingness, I suppose she had begun dealing in subterfuges when she was very young. In order to keep that cool, insolent smile turned to the world and yet satisfy the demands of her hard, jaunty body. It made no difference to me. Dishonesty in a woman is a thing you never blame. Deeply I was casually sorry, and then I forgot. It was on that same house party that we had a curious conversation about driving a car. It started because she passed so close to some workmen that our fender flicked a button on one man's coat. "You're a rotten driver," I protested. "Either you ought to be more careful or you oughtn't to drive at all." "I am careful." "No, you're not." "Well, other people are," she said lightly. "What's that got to do with it?" "They'll keep out of my way," she insisted. "It takes two to make an accident. Suppose you met somebody just as careless as yourself." "I hope I never will," she answered. "I hate careless people. That's why I like you." Her gray, sun-strained eyes stared straight ahead. But she had deliberately shifted our relations, and for a moment I thought I loved her. But I am slow thinking, and full of interior rules that act as brakes on my desires. And I knew that first I had to get myself definitely out of that tangle back home. I'd been writing letters once a week and signing them, "Love, Nick," and all I could think of was how, when that certain girl played tennis. A faint mustache of perspiration appeared on her upper lip. Nevertheless, there was a vague understanding that had to be tactfully broken off. Before I was free, everyone suspects himself of at least one of the cardinal virtues. And this is mine. I am one of the few honest people that I have ever known.